been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even get it straight.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Here we go, set. Let's go, shot.
Love going to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
The Packers at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
You look at this Bears defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will score a pick six for a Bears goes. Touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
So these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
Play fake. Here's Love.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
Let's go.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Ready.
Love from the gun. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Off play action, Fields.
To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That's good. Packers, 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Love. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Love now on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Play action this time with Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And it's 17-7.
That's the score. Bears 17. Packers 7. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
To throw is Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now it's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
551.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
No mud. Go.
Fields now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. Out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
At the 41-yard line.
Love now. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jones. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to Foreman on first.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Again, it's Foreman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
A 26-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third down and 4.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
First down.
Throwing. Love. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Love looking to throw it.
39-yard line.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Now Love.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. 75 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad.